today. That's a start. So today I wrote nothing down. Nothing scripted. I just wanted to talk, like really talk, to just escape the everyday type of things that we see on social media. I've been in a low space. I've been in that space for a while now. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, follow my poetry, you see that my poems have been in a certain space for quite some time now. And honestly, it's been reflective of my state of mind. Sometimes life gets too hard. Life is a struggle. It's a struggle to live. It's a struggle to remain in a positive state of mind all the time. Even the most positive people, there are moments when you just break down, you just feel low, and no matter what you do, you can't get yourself out of that space. And it happens, and you just have to take that time to slowly get yourself out of that space. And what works for other people, all those books that you might read about depression, all the people you can talk to, it may help, but you have to find what works for you and just take your time. For me, getting older, I never thought that getting older would be something that would really scare me, but it has. And I've accomplished a lot in my life, but there are moments when you feel as if you haven't accomplished anything, because social media will continually, no matter how you try to hide from it, you'll continually find yourself in a space where you compare. You don't necessarily intend to, but without even thinking about it, you're comparing yourself to someone else. And it's so detrimental for your mental health. And I found myself in that space where I felt like I was doing a lot, but I wasn't moving, because I was comparing myself to the pace, the speed that others are going at, and so much happening for them in such a short space of time. And I felt that it's always been harder for me. I felt like everything that I've achieved in life, I've had to work 10 times harder than someone else. I felt like I've had to go through hardships to get the bare minimum. And sometimes I just sit down and be like, why can't things just come together now? Why do I have to feel all this pain to experience the good? Why can't I just experience the good? And that feeling really set me in a very, very dark space. And social media didn't help, hasn't helped, isn't helping. So I found myself as deactivated my Facebook account. I just kept my Instagram because I can kind of control it a bit more in terms of I can regulate the type of messages and stuff like that. I can just have better control on Instagram, because people mostly message me for business and stuff like that. So I'm better able to function in that space. So I just took some time to get away from it all. And even when it comes to relationships, as women, let me not even say as women, people in general, sometimes we invest so much in people, into relationships, and just like that, someone can decide that I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This isn't for me. And you're left feeling like, how? Having invested in someone, in a relationship, you might be the type of person where it's the hardest thing for you to just get up and walk away from something that you've invested so much into. But for other people, it's so easy, you know? It's like, oh well, I'm out. And you're there wondering, like, why do I have to continually go through these learning experiences to finally reach that destination that others seem to just get right from the get-go? Why do I have to be that example of having to struggle to reach that goal? Why is it that you got that card dealt and you keep being picked for that? Why you? It happens. And I can sit here and say to you that you just get out of it one day. I can promise you that, because I haven't lived that. That's not the story that I can tell. And it's hard. There are moments when I just feel like being a good person you're trusted with so much bad. Like, the best of persons are placed in the worst of situations to test our goodness. I don't know if that's it or what. I mean, I can't see a situation that will ever make me not want to remain a good person, because listen, there are moments when I've literally cried out to God and said, why am I unable to treat people the way that they've treated me? Like, people have hurt me. Why is it that I'm unable to return that hurt? I just don't have it in me. While some people just find so easy to, listen, my partner cheat on me, cheat back on him. My partner cheat on me, I cheat back on her. Those thoughts have never crossed my mind. No matter how much pain people have dealt me, I've never had that feeling. And I used to cry to God and beg him to change my heart. That's how bad it's been. I'll be like, God, please allow me to be able to hurt, to let someone know how they've made me feel. And I've never been able to do that. And as life continued, I just realized that it's just that I was never created to be that type of person. I don't have that type of heart, and I just have to accept the heart that I have and realize that my energy attracts a certain type of people where I have this healing energy, where I see the best in people most times when perhaps I shouldn't. And I say I shouldn't because sometimes there really isn't any good in some people. I mean, that's hard to accept, but really and truly, there are some people in this world where there's no good in them, and we have to be able to see that. And for someone like me who tends to always try to find the good, that's something that's been hard for me to grapple with. And I've come to realize that I have to do that, because being unable to do that, I'll continue to damage myself, and I'll continue to find myself in a space where I'm low, and I'm getting lower. And being in that social media space where you see people having it figured out, or they appear to have it figured out, it's not the best space to be in at times. And listen to me, there's nothing wrong with taking yourself away from that space from time to time. Just log out. Who cares? Just log out for your own mental health. Following all these people who, I mean, it's great that people have it figured out, or they appear to have it figured out. You don't. Don't bring yourself even lower comparing yourself to these people. These people, oftentimes you don't know how they've achieved what they have, um, how they are outside of that social media space. Because we can take up our phone, I can take a picture smiling now and post, and you think that I'm the happiest I've ever been in life. Meanwhile, after posting picture, I just break down into tears. You don't know. So it's best for us to just sometimes just get away, escape that space, and work on your mind. Because the hardest space to escape is your mind. So start with the areas in which it's easier to log out of Facebook, log out of Instagram, log out of Twitter, log out of that negative energy. Because there's so much happening in the world right now, and it will drain you. It will drain you. I'm alive. And sometimes I wonder why. And then something happens to remind me as to why I am. Someone might send me a sweet message saying how much my poem or my book has encouraged them or made them feel better about something, and then I will be reminded as to why I'm alive. And then there are moments when nothing is coming together. I'll be like, I'm so over this. What's the point? You continually put down blocks. You're trying to build something, and every day you hope to see the picture, the structure that you're building coming together. And then sometimes you feel like you're just stacking blocks, and nothing is coming together. Your structure isn't moving. And that's how I felt from time to time, especially throughout this year. And I just turn off everything from time to time and cry. It's okay to cry. Men, it's okay to cry. Women, it's okay to cry. And it's okay to realize that these deadlines set by society are simply just deadlines set by society. You don't need to prescribe to them. You don't need to make them your alarm clock. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, you'll get there. And you may not have achieved everything that you wanted to before you reach those points. And that's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm 29 years old now, and there's so many things I wanted to accomplish before I reached that number, and I haven't. But then there are so many things that I have accomplished that I never thought I ever would in this lifetime. So yeah, let society have their timelines. They can do whatever they want to do. They can set all these things that they want for you, but you do not need to prescribe to them. You do not need to take them on and have them replaying in your mind 24/7, so much so that it drives you crazy. And for all these influencers on social media that will laugh at others who don't have the latest, or they laugh at others who don't have the following that they do, don't pay them any mind. That's what they want out of life, that's fine. Not knocking their hustle, none at all. Find what it is for you. Live your best life outside of social media. Let them do them. Let them fight over the perfect body. Take care of the body that you have. And that will be the perfect body for you. Where you have, where you can afford. I mean, I've had a pants that I've had for 5-6 years now. Why should I change it? It's still good. Value for money. Who cares how many times someone has seen me in it? it is what it is. You follow these people, you end up broke and still unhappy because you're doing things for approval from people who don't even know you. Huh? Just stop. Log out. Reconnect with you. Find new things about yourself that you love, things that you didn't know. Every day you can learn something new about yourself. Go sit under a tree, listen to the birds. Go by a seaside, watch the waves. Just escape the space that will literally break you down to your lowest and will continue to bring you lower and lower. Yeah, and that's basically kind of what I wanted to share with you today. That sometimes it's just good to just escape everything that is happening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll continue to share with you guys. Bye.